Welcome, troopers. Today we're going to be doing another YouTube video. I don't know why I put the figures in frame. I'm just going to keep them out. Anyway, so this is a pretty good set. Today's set is set number 71841, the Dragonian Storm Village. This set has 305 pieces, is for ages 7 and up, and retails for $40 US. So let's get into the set. Alright, people. So, we're going to keep this to the side for now. First of all, we're going to talk about this spinner thing. I don't know why. I think I know why. Okay, there we go. So, this is our little spinner. It's kind of weird because it's basically its only function is spinning. Now, there are a couple spots for minifigures on both sides. They're also using this new piece right here. We don't fully know what it is. It's like some sort of blade or something. It's like an elemental blade sort of thing. So, yeah. Pretty cool looking, though. Alright, so if you put two figures on here, you can spin it. Now, it's kind of hard to get them spinning when you're actually, like, when the figures are there, because, well, at least with Jay's weapon. I'm going to just use Jay's weapons to kind of, actually, I'm going to use his hat to spin it. Oops. Okay, we're just going to spin it from the outside. Oops. I am really bad at this. Okay. Like that. It's kind of spinning. You could see its function. It's kind of supposed to simulate a battle while they're both spinning. I'm not sure what that is specifically for. Another use for it. So let's just say you have a figure right here. So what you could do is you can kind of get them spin. Oopsies. If I can get it right, you can get it. You can kind of knock over a figure like that. So that's pretty cool. Besides that, though, it's pretty basic. Nothing crazy going on with it. You got this little, whatever it's called, circular underplate or something like that to actually allow it to spin. Just don't talk. This is not your video. Anyway, my brother stops talking. We got to get this part now. This is a pretty cool, not ghoul looking set. Although there is a ghoul in this set, if you know what I mean. So. This is certainly a small set for $40, but it makes it up with its minifigures. So first of all, we got this little removable cage here. So you can open it up and you can put a figure inside. For reference, we got to put Zane in there because in every single piece of every version of the box art looks like he's just trapped inside there. So maybe it's a story thing. So like I said, you can put him inside there. He's pretty firm in there as long as the things don't fall. And unfortunately, since Zane's katanas are kind of in there, it's kind of hard to get them out. Let me just, excuse me guys, while I struggle, even though it's not hard. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much just that side of the build. For the other little extra part, we also have, some clips for some weapon storage for the Dragonian figures. So you got two more clips other than the clip that has this little sword on it. You also have a little lantern here. Now, for the middle, which is the big part, we have a little dragon face of some sort here. It kind of looks ugly, but I guess that's the point. You also have some banners or something like that to actually show what... I'm pretty sure they're supposed to somewhat represent this little face here. And you also have this little feature here. You can see this ball sticking out right here, and you can also see this bridge area here that you can put a figure on. So let's just say Zane again, just for reference. You can have him go out like that, and he drops into a dungeon that I'll show you pretty soon. And our last part of the middle, or at least the front, is this little gateway here into the actual, probably what I assume is the village. And you also have a little tree on the side with this little dragon here on it. You also have a couple lanterns, and you also have a little head that is on the Dragonian warriors. I'll also show you a use for that later. And I'll show you a use for this too. Anyway, turning it around, you can see this little dungeon here. Now, it's pretty small, so it's whatever. I do hope that we get something much more for another set. Hopefully, we get a bit more of an expansion for the Dragonian Storm Village. But we do have this little skeleton here. This is an actual figure, so technically it's an actual figure. I mean, it could be counted as a 7th figure in this set. Yes, this set has 6 figures, which is pretty good for a $40 set. There's also a little bit more space to pose a figure in there, like maybe you can pose Zane being scared by the skeleton or something, like that. Oh my gosh, a skeleton. Anyway, you also have a little rope that goes down, up and down. You can have someone climb that, like Zane to climb after he got dropped by the bridge or something like that. So, yeah, there's quite a few play possibilities for this set. Now, let's get to the minifigures, which I'd say is probably the most important and appetizing part of this set. Alright. Our first figure in this set is Zane himself. Now, this is his full storm suit. This is the only set where he has his full storm suit available, which I kind of find stupid, but at the same time, it's fine. Now, this is a pretty nice looking suit, although I don't care for some of the stuff on it, but the gold, I don't really care for that, like the gold chest part. So, you have a Ninjago letter Z there, so that's pretty cool. You have quite a bit of armor printing all over the figure. He comes with 2 blades. He comes with one of the 5 prismatic blades, which is a collectible of this wave. And you also have a regular katana, or just golden one, whatever you want to call it. So he also has some blue hands, which I like to see. I kind of don't care for the gray on this part of the helmet, or the mask, but it's fine. This is a new mask, if you couldn't already tell, for the wave. Got kind of like an armored ninja look, which is pretty nice. The hero suits from Master of the Mountain kind of tried to accomplish that there, but it was more of a knight-like look overall. Anyway, he has his Dragon's Rising face from before. So yeah, he also has that normal, like I said, the normal Dragon's Rising print. He also has a black one of the whatever they're called, the scabbards, there we go, the armor pieces that were introduced in Tournament of the Sources. So yeah, we also has asymmetrical little print here that's kind of like a dragon sort of thing. And he also has a little bit more armor printing on the back as well. So yeah, pretty good figure overall. Not my favorite figure from this set, I guess, set of ninja. Now we have Nia. Now this is probably one of the few areas where I'd say the gunmetal gray color works, because I feel like it kind of applies to the armored look a bit better than, I feel like it depends, because if the color is included with a maroon finish, if there's like a maroon part on there, I feel like it does not look great, because there's like 3 colors clashing all over the figure. But I think this like gunmetal gray with just this bluish color looks a bit better, and actually she looks way better than a lot of her other Dragon's Rising suits. Now we have a letter N, this time for Ninjago, for the Ninjago letters, which is Nia. So yeah. Anyway, this is a pretty similar look to Zane aside from that. She has her Dragon's Rising face. I'm glad that she's available in a relatively cheap set this wave. It feels like she's always relegated to the big boy sets. And she also has that similar asymmetrical look on her back, along with the extra armor. So yeah, a pretty good figure overall, and I do like her look. So yeah, I always love to see it. Alright, so next figure. It's one of the awaited figures, Rogue. This is, if you couldn't tell, this is Jay. So pretty nice figure overall. He comes with these like elemental electric swords or something like that with the dragon hilts that were introduced in black. I believe they were introduced in black a while ago, but this is the first time it's not being used for nunchucks, to my knowledge. So he comes with a pretty good, he's a pretty good figure overall. He has a maroon belt, which is kind of weird, but it kind of makes sense. And he also has the Ninjago letters of R and J, which represents Rogue and J. And he also has, like, mostly ninja, like, robe printing. He also has a little fur pelt kind of thing going on the back, which is pretty cool. He also has this mask, or not mask, but hat here. It has a open stud on the top, and it covers most of his face when you're looking at it from directly in front. So yeah, taking everything off, we're gonna do that. And he does have the gold, the armor piece in gold, kind of separating himself from the other ninja. Anyway, if I don't get spit in my camera, he has a pretty generic mad face, which is always nice, because this is the first time we've gotten like a genuinely serious face from Jay, I believe. So yeah, he also has, unfortunately, no back or alternate face print, but that makes sense considering this hat doesn't cover the back of his head fully. He also has, I believe that's the Dragonian letter J again, or something similar to that. So yeah, pretty cool. And he also has a continuation of that fur pelt. And he also has some lightning design and cloud design, which is pretty cool in my opinion. Anyway, that's a pretty nice figure. Probably the second best figure of the set. And the upcoming figure is definitely my favorite. So, once I put this figure's head back on, we have Moro. Finally, after 10 years, he is finally returned in a Ninjago wave. Now, this is a pretty similar version. It's sort of like a remixed version of his first appearance. So yeah, pretty cool. He has this weird double-bladed thing, kind of like the Thanos butter cutter. Could you go get that? Thank you. So yeah, this is his back print.
It's a machete.
Jesse. Anyway, this is you could see that there's a slight print for his all of his Ninjagan, or all of the letters of his name in Ninjagan. So yeah, he also has some sand green elements on him. He also has this I forgot what the color was called, but yeah, that's his face now. They unfortunately retired that other color. I forgot the color. What the color? Yes. Well, not really. I'm pretty sure it's like different. It's called something different, but yeah. He has this little kind of ghostly robe sort of thing going on with his torso right there. He has that dragon, something similar to the original dragon symbiote he had. He also has this transparent green arm. I kind of wish it was not transparent green. I wish it was just the sand green. But this is what his face looks like. He's got like a sort of like a smirk, and he's also got cheekbones now, which is pretty cool. He also has that kind of like ghostly aura around his eyes, and this is his other side. He's more like, he looks like he's like eerie, he's like possessed or something like that. And he also has more of a mad face here, with like the green eyes. So yeah, this is a pretty good figure in my opinion, and it kind of, he looks much better in my opinion than the original Moro, because the original Moro was okay, yeah, but he didn't really serve as an expression-based figure, I guess you could say. Yeah, that's according to other YouTubers. Anyway, our second to last figure.
You want a serious face from Jay? There.
Jesse, not right now, please. This is my review. Anyway, this is our second to last figure. And this is our dragon, or Draconian figure. This is a Dragonian warrior. Pretty nice looking figure. And he has a little sword of some sort. And he looks pretty nice overall. He has a nice printing all across. Let me take all the stuff off to actually show everything to you. So this is what the back print looks like. Pretty nice looking. It's kind of like a armored look, obviously. And you also have the back face print, which is like a fire breathing sort of thing. So if you put the figure back up together, or if I put the figure back together, you guys are not putting the figure back together. At least I don't think so. And you got the kind of fire breathing face there, which looks pretty cool. So our last figure, once I take this figure apart and then put them back together in the correct form. Excuse me. Come on. Anyway. Boom. Excuse me while I forget to pause on that. And we have the Dragonian Scout, which looks pretty cool as well. He has an axe, so yeah. It uses that hilt piece that the Monkey Kid sets use, I think. It's also used in the one of the Star Wars sets. I forgot the name of the Republic Fighter Tank. There we go. So we're gonna take off his stuff again, so I could get the printing down on the face, because the printing on the torso and legs are both the exact same as the Dragonian warrior. So this is what the face looks like. Kind of like an underbite comparison to the overbite on the Dragonian Scout, or the Dragonian warrior. This is the Dragonian Scout, just so you guys know. There's also a little bit of scale on the back, scales on the back. Funny thing about this set is you have the ability to make this guy into the Dragonian warrior if you want. It's like kind of like it's like a free promotion. Sorry if you hear weird sounds. It's something I can't really control. So this is you can put this helmet on, and you can put this wing set on, and boom, you got a Dragonian warrior. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, that's it for the set. Bye, guys.